Hey everyone, and welcome to yet another show in the gray area. Now, first thing I want to say, I usually film these on like the Wednesday before, so I'm filming it St. Patrick's Day, and so my news that I have in the show is from yesterday, Tuesday. So if something happens like tomorrow, I won't get to it next week, whatnot. So I got a lot to cover. Gonna try and go quickly here. First thing I have is quarterback rankings. Me and a few other guys, we ranked top 15 quarterbacks, and I have the top 12 averaged out between us right here. Number one, Mahomes. Number one, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert, tied at eighth. Baker Mayfield and Matthew Stafford, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Dak Prescott. Shout out to Wes Bates, Wes Evans, and Johnny Ball for helping me out with that. Thank you guys very much. Let us know where were we wrong, where were we right, and what do you think? So yeah, let me know in the comments and whatnot. So moving on from that, I have Gray's comments. I've got several teams that I want to say a few things about. Starting off with the Bears. The Bears were in the talks to get Russell Wilson, like up there quarterback. He's really good. And then yesterday, Tuesday, they signed Andy Dalton, went and got Andy Dalton, who was the backup for the Cowboys and played when Dak Prescott went out. So Russell Wilson is way better in my opinion and hopefully everyone else's than Andy Dalton. He's not that great. If I'm a Chicago Bears fan, I'm like, come on. Really? We could have had Russell Wilson. We got this guy. I don't know. It's doesn't I don't know, doesn't look good for the Bears. The Texans went and got and signed Tyrod Taylor, the starting quarterback for the Chargers last season, but he got injured. So what does this mean for Deshaun Watson? What's gonna happen to him? They just got a starting quality quarterback. That could mean something. They could be trading Watson. Watson still could also sit out a season. That could be good for him. So that's very interesting to see what happens to Deshaun Watson, and I'm kind of curious as to how Taylor works out with the Texans. I still don't know if I don't think they're gonna have a winning season or a good season at all. Really, just not looking too good for them. And with that, Tyrod Taylor being traded or signed by the Texans, the Chargers are going to keep Justin Herbert, probably their starting quarterback. And the Chargers, I am, out of all the NFL teams, I am most excited to watch what happens with the Chargers. Because they've got Justin Herbert. He had an amazing rookie season, broke several rookie records. A lot of rookie records. And it's going to be really fun to watch Justin Herbert and the Chargers. They did get rid of Hunter Henry. And with that, Hunter Henry, he actually went to the Patriots. The Patriots have really been putting in work lately. The Patriots going out and getting Nelson Aguilar, great wide receiver from the Raiders. Had a great season. They went out and got Hunter Henry. He was a good tight end for the Chargers, and they went out and got several other guys as well. They've been spending a lot of money. They're looking good. They re-signed Cam Newton, so that Cam's all right. He's an average quarterback, I guess. So that's looking good for the Patriots. The Saints, Drew Brees retired. They extended Taysom Hill's contract. Taysom Hill, if they have Taysom Hill as their starting quarterback, which I don't know, I have no idea what they're gonna do with that. That's not he's Taysom Hill. They need to get a quarterback replace Drew Brees. I don't know. There's not many that can live up to Drew Brees. He had a great career. So we'll see what the Saints do there now that they're missing Drew Brees. The Buccaneers, unsurprisingly, re-signed Tom Brady and kind of surprisingly re-signed Rob Gronkowski. Gronk, as a lot of people call him. And I think the Bucs very well go back to the Super Bowl. They are looking really good. They figured themselves out after Week 10 and didn't lose a single game. So that's amazing. Tom Brady is amazing. They should have another great season, and I'd be scared to face them there. I could very well see them going back to the Super Bowl. And finally, we have the Chiefs. And I'll spend a little bit more time here. The Chiefs, I was looking at them a few weeks ago, or even just a week ago, like, it's just going to go downhill from here. It doesn't look good for the Chiefs. But there is still hope for the Chiefs and getting a dynasty. I think it's still very possible. Patrick Mahomes took a big pay cut, and the Chiefs got a $17 million, that much more money to spend this season. And if you look, that's what Tom Brady did with the Patriots. He took a big pay cut so that they could go and get more players. And if you look at the Super Bowl, the Chiefs, they needed an offensive line. They didn't have an offensive line, and they really struggled with that. The Buccaneers were really able to get to Patrick Mahomes. And already the Chiefs have used some of this money to get Joe Thuney, a great offensive lineman. He's been to the Pro Bowl, and he hasn't missed a game for 5 years. So he's not getting injured. That's cool. So he can play there. So they've already started getting an offensive line. So I'm excited to see what happens with the Chiefs. I think they're gonna start. I think they have another great season, and we could even see a repeat of this last Super Bowl. See those two teams go at it again. That'd be pretty cool. You can't disregard the Packers, the Bills, the Colts, and several other teams that are good teams that they will, of course, be contenders in the playoffs if they make the playoffs. That you can't just be like, oh, for sure, this team, they go to the Super Bowl. You can never judge it that well. So, yeah. That will wrap it up for this show in the gray area. I look forward to seeing you again. Like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and follow my Instagram, and we'll see you next time in the gray area.